And we're going to take you live now to our correspondent, Robert Nagila. He's there at the site in Pretoria. Hi, Robert. Thank you for joining us. What are these talks between President Xi Jinping and President Zuma expected to focus on?
Well, I can tell you that President Xi Jinping wrote a piece earlier this week that appeared in a South African daily on Tuesday. Now, in that piece, he stressed that the focus for the two countries needs to be on 5 key areas. Now, those areas that he mentioned were marine economy, production output. He also talked about human resource, infrastructure, and a key area, or the key component of finance. Now, I spoke to a colleague of mine who's covering those talks inside there a few minutes ago, and she tells me that they've already struck deals on 3 key areas, that is energy, agriculture, and infrastructure. Now, these, of course, will include the financial assistance, technical assistance, and employment opportunities as well. Now, these are believed to run into millions of dollars. We're still waiting for word on other deals that will be signed. We understand that they will be signed in front of the media shortly as soon as they come out from those talks. So those are the key areas they're focusing on at this particular moment.
Now, Robert, President Xi will also co-chair a forum on China-Africa cooperation. That's a broader thing than just South Africa itself. Now, this is going to happen during his stay there in South Africa. What can we expect to watch for coming from that?
Well, as we all know, President Xi is chairing those talks, the FOCAC talks. Now, while we do know that going by previous summits, after every summit, China has always doubled its financial aid or assistance to Africa. So we are expecting that to happen this time around. However, there are 4 key areas that we expect them to focus on. One of those, of course, is the economy, trade. They also expect them to focus on climate change, especially coming after the Paris talks on climate change, which are just concluded. Then there are 2 new areas that are going to come up. One of those is peace and security. Now, this is an area that we're expecting China to come up big. At the UN General Assembly meeting a few months ago, President Xi Jinping announced not just financial assistance, but also assistance in other areas, for example, boots on the ground in terms of peacekeepers, and also an air capacity. We understand that a helicopter squadron will be contributed to this effort. So we expect to hear a lot more on that in that field as well when these talks conclude. However, I need to tell you as well that we know that we had senior government officials from across the continent meeting today. Now, they were supposed to come up with a draft. That draft will be handed over to ministers from across the continent tomorrow. Now, once they look through it and approve that, that will then go on to the heads of state on Friday. And that's where we expect the Johannesburg Declaration to come out of, encompassing some of these areas that I've just mentioned.
Robert Nagila reporting live for us there in Pretoria in South Africa. Thank you.